Welcome to episode 14 of the Talk Soon podcast,
Yeah.
Super Bowl edition.
Yeah.
Vince in the house, Frazier in the house. Before we even get started, I got a question for you guys. Has anybody heard, has anybody seen Chuck Hollywood?
No,
bro.
we don't. We haven't. We haven't. And I'm gonna go ahead and address it. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. All throughout the regular season, he wanted to pod. He wanted to pod consistently. He wanted to talk about the Detroit Lions. And when the Lions lost, can you guys believe we haven't heard or seen from him since? It's been 2 weeks, right? Because it was the whole Pro Bowl week. We didn't hear from him.
I ain't heard from him.
Ain't heard from that boy.
What did I say? What was my quote?
I don't even know what to say about it.
What was my quote? The further you go, the more that shit gonna sting. That shit hurt. I know that shit hurt right here, dog. Been through it before, Chuck. I know it hurt.
It hurt,
but you can't vanish. You look. I'm gonna give you some advice because you ain't been there your whole life. I'm gonna give you some advice. When you vanish,
never been there.
Yeah.
When you vanish, it makes it worse for the group chat because then you get clowned. 5,000 memes coming through because where's Chuck? We put you on Waldo, dog. Come on, man. All right. Anyway, let's get into it. I was wrong. Mahomes beat the Ravens. You guys were right. I went against Mahomes again. Ravens did not run the ball. I didn't get that. I didn't understand the game plan or why they got out of their game plan despite Chiefs playing good defense. Thoughts on that game?
Go ahead, Vince.
Oh, okay, I was gonna let you go first. My bad. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the Ravens. I think I had them winning too. Yeah, I definitely had them winning. I bet on them. And it's just strange, man. It's like my brother, who's a Ravens fan, like die hard. He made a really good point today. It's like these coaches, they sometimes just overthink it, right? And it's almost like we all play competitive Madden. We play competitive Madden, and it's like you've been in the tournament whooping butt for the whole tournament with the same playbook. Why would you get to the championship game and switch it up? It's odd. It's just very odd to only run the ball 8 times when you were the best running team in the National Football League for the entire year. It just doesn't make sense. And you guys know I'm a big Lamar Jackson fan. But where I do put onus on him is he should have took off. He should have just said, screw this game plan. I'm about to take off, because if he did, he probably would have ran for like 150 and they win the game easily, because I don't care what anybody says. The Chiefs got locked in the second half. That the Ravens defense came to play in the second half. And so if the Ravens was able to if Lamar could just break more runs like he typically does, I think they can win that game. But yeah, Mahomes, he's in that Brady era, man. I'm not, he's gonna win. I think he's gonna win another Super Bowl. He's just that guy. Like, if he's there, you can't bet against him. It don't matter what happened in the season. It don't matter if the team was dropping passes. It don't matter if the coaches was acting weird. If Mahomes is in the playoffs, you don't bet against him. And it's just, that's where we're at it. That's where we're at with it. And it's like, even if you bet against them and you lose, it's okay, because you're probably gonna win the next year, because that's just how good he is. So that's my thoughts on the game.
Yeah, I'm with Vince on that, man. Definitely the Ravens locked up second half, man. They came to play. I just don't get it. Like, why would you change it up? Y'all been running the ball the whole year. That's what y'all do. I mean, I know they got stopped a couple times. Maybe that took their morale away or something. But y'all pro athletes. You pro coaches. You get out there, you put a game plan together, and you stick to it. It seemed like they didn't stick to their game plan. The game plan that's worked the whole season, that's made them, they got Lamar the MVP and everything, they didn't stick to it. Mahomes and them, they played the Steeler game. I give them that. Like you said, you can't bet against Mahomes. Like we said that on the last pod. Like, Mahomes, when he's in there, he's on his Brady shit. he's there. Like he's that man. And he showed and proved. He beat Josh Allen, he beat Lamar, he beat all these other teams that were in front of him, and now he's back in the Super Bowl. And like you said, I do believe that, he's probably about to get another Super Bowl, man. He's on his Brady stuff.
He's definitely on his Brady stuff right now, and it's fun to watch. As much as he beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl, but he's still fun to watch. He makes the plays. Got to give him credit. All he has is Kelsey. Rice came around the second half of the year, but outside of that, it's like, yeah, you got Pacheco, who runs well, and a good run game. Outside of that, it's all Mahomes, and he's kind of in. That's what Brady went through early in his career. Not many weapons and a defensive team, but he got the job done. I think, me personally, and I think Mahomes is probably going to go down as the GOAT just based off his talent. I don't know if we'll get 7 rings like Tom, but I don't think when you're comparing two guys like that, I don't think it just comes down to rings. You got to look at everything. That being,
We'll talk about that another time.
nah, come on, talk soon. Let's
Talk
go.
about it.
I don't want to get too far. I don't want to start. Listen, I'm not a partner.
No, not yet. He ain't there yet.
Which I think I heard something like you just know he's gonna be the GOAT, and
No, we ain't.
I
ain't saying.
I'm saying he's on the trajectory. He's on the trajectory right now.
But if I'm being honest, winning matters. We have to stop
For sure.
downplaying winning. It's like,
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, championships aren't everything, but shit, they are everything. If we're being real, man, and for Tom to get 7, and not just get 7, but get 6 with one team, go to another team and go win a bowl.
Yeah, that's a statement for sure.
That's
For
a
sure.
statement for real.
So I think he can get close. I think that if there's anybody who can challenge Tom, it's Mahomes. But
Yeah, I guess I look at it like if they were to end their careers, and let's say Tom had 7 and Mahomes has 5, I don't think you don't automatically say Tom. Because what if Mahomes is shattering all his passing records? Like, you got to look at when I say look at everything, that's what I mean. So
he would
that's a long way down the road.
He would have
a long way.
at least 6 Super Bowls for me to consider it.
Shit, he's
That's
It don't
fair.
matter if
That's
I
fair.
don't care about the
That's fair.
touchdowns.
That's fair.
I don't care
If you
about
say 6, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway,
it is going to be about what he does later in his career too. Like if he can
Tom
go through the era
forever.
he's in now and play through it and get to his mid-30s and he can win Super Bowls, then you start looking at him like, oh man, he might be that one
for sure. Yeah,
but if he wins,
I'm just saying,
like if he wins 6, like say in the next 5 years he wins 3 more, he's at 6 before he even gets to 35. Like, we just don't know. That's crazy.
Like Ben said, we'll slow down a little bit.
Yeah,
he's got to get there first, for sure.
Brady to go.
I know. But yeah, unfortunate for Ravens, disappointing. Some unfortunate plays, the fumble by Flowers. Some calls. That's another thing. You look at Mahomes, he gets them Brady calls in the big games. I'm not hating. I'm just keeping it real. Anyway, on to the next game.
But that's a great point. And you definitely sparked my memory. Throughout all of that Zay fumble definitely. I think if he doesn't fumble, it's a game. I think it's at the very least it's a 3-point game, and some people would argue, oh well, the Chiefs' play calls would be different. No, the Chiefs they just got locked in the second half. Like that's all that was. They were trying to put points on the board. So there's other factors than just the Ravens, choke. They definitely just choked, but
penalties killed them bad.
Mahomes definitely is starting to get that Brady favoritism. So
yeah, for sure. In the next game, I know you can't wait to talk about this game. All of us can't. Niners at Lions. I thought the Lions were going to the Super Bowl. I really thought it was happening, and then the Lions. Vince, I'll let you take it from there.
Laugh now, cry later. Episode 1, Talk Soon podcast. What did I say, right? I said, it's cute. It's cute in September, right? The fake punt against Kansas City, right? In your own territory. I said, that shit is cute, right?
Yeah, you did.
And and then you get to the NFC title game, and them same goofy calls bite you in the ass. And then
absolutely,
and you know what? And I was wrong about it being Jared Goff going to be the reason. I was wrong about it just being some Lions, typical Lions, meltdown, which it was. But at the end of the day, the Lions lost their game due to coaching. And I told Lions fans, I said, don't get your hopes up on that shit because that's what bad football teams do. Bad football teams do fake punts on their own territory, week one, and all that macho shit. And when you needed to actually use your brain to get to the Super Bowl with a lead, you showed your face.
Meltdown.
You showed your fucking face, and this is who you are. And now everybody's like, "Oh, the Lions will be back." Why? Why are the Lions going to be back? Football ain't. This isn't the association. You're guaranteed nothing. Look at the Philadelphia Eagles. You're like, I'm not throwing shade to you. Look at the Eagles.
No, you're right.
Everybody
100%.
had them going back. It's no guarantee you make it back. You had your chance. You was up 2-3 scores in the NFC title game. They love Dan Campbell. I'm glad they got Ben Johnson back or whatever. And that's definitely a good team. But the Lions did what the Lions do, and I know they're happy they made an NFC title game. Congrats to them, but it won't be as easy as it was this year.
It's tough to get back. And I'm gonna let you speak in a second, Frazier. I will say this. Chuck has been on he hates when Campbell does these things. Chuck has said that all year long. I also said I called Dan Campbell a hoorah coach. He's like a motivator guy. I don't know if he's so much of an X's and O's situational guy. I did say that early in the podcast, and I just wanted to defend Chuck while he's not here. He hasn't been a fan of the Dan Campbell play calling. So, Frazier, go ahead.
Yeah, man, that, like I said, total meltdown. Like Vince said, we all thought when they were up 17, we thought like the chats was booming, the fans was online talking crap. My friends hitting me up. My boy, I got my besides my dad and my boy, they the only fucking 49er fans I know. They were the only ones that said meltdown by them second half. I'm calling it. And what they do, they melt down. Coaching. Dan Quinn, I don't know what you were doing out there. You just doing whatever. Like you don't.
Campbell,
I'm sorry.
Campbell.
I said Quinn. My bad. Dan Campbell. My bad. My apologies. Yeah, you're just out there doing anything. All that faking, all that not taking your three. They missed. They went for it on fourth twice. Didn't get it. They didn't kick a field goal. They missed the field goal right. It was just like, come on, like you take those points right there. That's what 9 points almost, or at least 6 that you were supposed to have. They didn't take them. 49ers came. They looked a little shaky at first. They came back. Christian McCaffrey and them boys said, "Man, we ain't got time. We finna punch them in their jaw second half." And what they did, they punched them in their jaw second half. That's all I got to say. Chuck, you disappeared. You're gone. I don't know what's up. We'll see you season 2 on the podcast because you ain't coming back now. It's over. Let that marinate. Sit on that. Sit on that.
Season 1 finale and Chuck's not here.
That's how much time the Lions had to win a Super Bowl. That's how much time they had. When this run out, that's how much time they had to win the Super Bowl. It's over.
Man. Damn. That's crazy. We need to break out the milk carton for Chuck. I'm disappointed in them play calls. Here's my thing. If you're up 17, Niners get ball at half, go down, and you stop them. You hold them to 3. Then you go down the field, just trade the 3 points. That's exactly. Like that's so much. That's like such common sense to me. Like I get that's your identity, go for it. But at some point, you got to scale back and say we have to go up 3 scores in this game because if you get stopped, momentum. Here goes the momentum. We all knew it when they got stopped there. We knew what was going to happen from that point forward. And when they went for it again and didn't get it, I said, "This shit is over, man." I knew it, and I wanted them to win, man. I really did, and I was like, that kind of made me mad a little, but it was funny making the jokes with Chuck. And,
yeah. As an organization, though, I just believe like Detroit fans wanted that, like their city has like nothing. They have nothing.
They was crying when they won the playoff game.
Exactly. Yeah. So for them to even make it to a Super Bowl and just see that, it would have been pure like greatness. In their eyes, to us, it would have been like, "Oh, y'all finally made it. Good job. I love it."
Detroit shit is boring. Listen, I told y'all, it ain't nothing but hating this football shit. If it ain't the Chicago Bears, I don't give a damn. I don't care about nobody's fans. Listen, man, people out there fighting and shooting each other at the football games. It's all hate. It's all
Dog.
hate. Listen, I don't want to see. I don't care about no Cinderella story. Fuck the Lions. Fuck Detroit. They got when they win is when we'll tip the hat. But I don't care about their fans crying or none of that shit.
That's your rival. Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, you
That's
got
easy to say.
that's division rival.
That's easy to say, man.
It's deeper for Detroit for sure. It's just,
I mean, it's
Yeah.
Chicago, Detroit. Of course, it's deeper.
well, they got what they want. They got what they deserved. Back on the couch. Back on this fucking couch.
Vince happy. The Packers got took down.
Oh yeah, I was so. I
And
was
the
gonna be
Lions
sick of-
got took
I was
down.
gonna be
He was
sick
happy,
of
boy.
to the Super Bowl. Shit. They
Yeah,
had it.
for sure.
It's like that fishing man. Got to be quicker than that.
Gotta be quicker than that. Gotta be quicker than that. All right. That leads up to the Super Bowl. Patty Mahomes back in it as a 2.5-point dog versus the 49ers. Frazier, what are your thoughts? What are you thinking? How's this game going to go? Who do you have winning? Who do you have covering? Talk to me.
So off this line, I thought the line probably would have been about maybe a half a point, maybe a point. It would have moved in the favor. But I'm sorry, I like the 49ers and everything, but like you just can't, like we say it all the time, like you can't count out Patrick Mahomes. And that's that man over there. Like, no matter who, he won his first Super Bowl against the 49ers, if I'm not mistaken. So him going back, playing the 49ers again, he looking at them like, yeah, I done beat y'all. This about to be a cakewalk. I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk because the 49ers defense is great. I do believe that they are going to win. Like, money line, they don't even need the points, honestly. I think it could have been an even game. I think they'll win. I do like what Kyle Shanahan does, on defense and on offense. They got Christian McCaffrey. I would love to see Christian McCaffrey get him one or whatever. Man just been great for so many years. But at the end of the day, man, I got Kansas City. That's me.
It's fair. Vince?
Fool's gold, man. It's the same fool's gold. I think Vegas just don't. This is a tactic for Vegas to, scare off some people, maybe scare off some sharks into thinking that the 49ers got a chance. Because if you present it as just KC minus something, which it should be, then you're just gonna get a bunch of people dumping everything on Kansas City. That's just my. That's not. I don't think. I'm not saying that's exactly what it is. Maybe the odd makers really do think that San Francisco is the better team. That's just how I see it in my head, though. But yeah, I'm with Frazier. It's just at this point, it's like, man, it was actually at this point the previous week, right, when they beat after they beat Buffalo.
Bills, yeah.
You got everybody. I felt like they would beat Buffalo, but the people had Buffalo, and then everybody had Baltimore. And it's just like, I'm just gonna take the money. I'm gonna take the dog money and I'm taking Mahomes and the Chiefs. I know that if you look at the overall roster, the Niners probably got the better roster, but
much better.
I don't believe in Brock Purdy. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Still just a guy?
Still just a guy. Till he hosts that ring.
Still just a fucking guy. And I'm gonna be real with you. If the bum Kendall Vender, shout out Kendall Vender, former Bear. If the bum Kendall Vender don't drop the pick, the Lions are still in the bowl, man. He had the pick. The pick went off his hands and into Brandon Ayuk. So Purdy, I'm not saying Purdy's ass. I'm not saying he's ass. But if you expect him to go, if you telling me he going toe to toe with Mahomes, so give me Mahomes, motherfucker. Like, it ain't nothing to talk about. It's like that's just how I look at it. I just got to go with the quarterback. I do think it's gonna be a big game though.
What were you gonna say, Frazier?
No, I was just about to say if the 49ers take what the Ravens did to them and shut them down like they did in the second half, it's gonna be a long game for the. But I don't think they will. Like,
49ers,
I don't believe, like you said, I don't believe.
I was gonna
in
say that
Brock Purdy. I don't. Travis Kelce's probably finna cook. Like, he might cook. Like, Hey, how many memes and stuff we
Nah.
gonna see of Taylor Swift and Kelsey kissing under the confetti?
And that's
Fred
another
Warner.
thing. The
Fred
NFL
Warner.
is just like
Fred
that's another thing. Like
Warner.
people believe in conspiracies and shit like that. That Taylor Swift shit in the Super Bowl. You think they gonna upset the Taylor Swift fans who are watching and knowing she gonna be at the game? It's over, man. That KC shit. That shit might be a flood, man.
Anyway, my pick is bang bang Niner gang. 3 in a row.
Hey,
Call me stubborn. Call me stubborn. Call me what you want. I'm picking the Niners. Purdy gets a ring. Mr. Irrelevant. I'm not going for this conspiracies. I get the Mahomes pick. I think this is a classic Super Bowl hell game. I think whoever gets ball last is going to win this game, and hopefully it's the Niners. I don't think there's a lot of thought to it. I think this is just going to be a high level football game between Andy Reid's offense, Shanahan's offense. Chiefs have the edge on defense for sure, and I think it's going to be a really good football game. That's it.
Yeah.
Good luck, man. Good luck, man. Cause I don't know, man.
I don't know,
That's
man.
ballsy. That's ballsy.
Hey, look, I don't know, dog. Like it sounds easy to take Mahomes now, but I get it. I get why you taking 49ers, dog. You
That
know?
Shanahan don't win no Super Bowl either. He get
That's the thing.
You
He
right.
don't win no Super Bowl.
He don't
just
win
get there and
bowls,
don't
dog.
win, so.
We gonna see, man.
Hey,
we
man,
gonna see.
You thought the Lions melted? If they get up and pull another Falcons 28-3, it'll be a problem.
We ain't gonna see nothing like that.
He make it. Hey, when you got C-Mac, you don't make that mistake. I promise
You're right. If they get up early, they definitely feeding C-Mac. C-Mac definitely getting fed. There's gonna be a lot of running, but they got that dude named Pacheco on the other side. So
yeah, I think Vince was right about the Niners though. Their pass defense is suspect.
very.
What I saw Goff do that secondary worries me a little. Like with if I have a worry picking the Niners, it's what I saw Goff do to the Niners secondary. I'm in my head like, okay, then what's Mahomes gonna do, right? So
Jordan Love got him up some too.
Yeah,
exactly.
Love did too. So hell game, man.
I think Kelsey getting two of them things.
I think Warner's gonna be all over that. That's my opinion.
So?
Warner, I think they're gonna guard no Travis Kelsey. Not in no Super Bowl. Good luck.
No, it's not a man to man, but he plays. They're really good at guarding the middle of the field. So it'll be interesting. Chess match for sure. If I'm the Niners, Kelsey's not beating me. Rashee Rice, one of them bums have to beat me. Straight up. Yeah. If I see Kelsey wide open or catching 2 touchdowns, they don't deserve to win the game. I'm not letting Travis Kelsey get his Taylor Swift that moment. It ain't happening. If you're going to beat me, it's going to be Rice. It's going to be Valdez-Scantling. It's going to be Watson. One of them bums going to have to beat me. Rice ain't a bum. Let me take that back. But the other guys are. You get my point.
You know what? All that don't matter. All the people don't matter because they got Patrick fucking Mahomes.
All right. He's a weasel. He's gonna scramble. But look, I will say as Purdy when he took off last game, if he could do that in this Super Bowl, man, he looked fast, bro.
Yeah, he
looked I was
fast.
like, bro, what the hell?
The boy had the light's gonna be so bright for Purdy in the bowl. Ooh, it'll be so bright.
Don't worry about that. Boy got ice in his veins, man. He all right.
Man,
hey,
cool. The way he was running
Purdy
out there,
when Purdy throw the first pick, I'm gonna text the group like, "Told you, told you." Like this.
I think C-Mac's got to touch the ball minimum 20 times, right? If you're the Niners, minimum. I would say almost 25 if I could. But you can relieve him with Debo a little bit. So, it's gonna be a fun game to watch. I think it's gonna be lower scoring than what people think. I think everyone in their minds thinking 31-28, maybe a 35-31 type of game. I'm thinking
17-10?
I'm not that low. I think it's gonna be like a 21-20, maybe a 24-20 type of game, something like that.
Okay.
I don't even know what the over-under is. I have no clue.
I haven't checked.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it.
I would guess it's like 48 or something, if I had to guess. Somewhere around there.
There it is.
That's our football talk. I guess we'll dabble into some basketball trades. Sixers land Buddy Hield. I'm not too excited with Embiid being out, but I think if he comes back healthy, Buddy Hield is definitely a great addition to the team. What other trades we had? I'm blanking right now. What else?
Pat Bev on the Bucks.
Pat Bev to the Bucks
Bucks.
for Cameron Payne. I'm not a big fan of that. Pat Bev is like, to me, he's a perfect fit for Philly, man. He's a defender. I'm not a big campaign fan. That broke ass left-handed shot he's got. I don't want to see that in the playoffs versus the Celtics.
Yeah, I didn't get that trade. I didn't understand that trade.
Yeah, it was weird. That was so weird.
Didn't like that trade.
I guess the Bucks needed a defensive player at the guard position because we know Dame don't play no D.
But Pat Bev was good, like with us. He fit. Like when coming off the bench, yeah, he's not going to produce offense, but it's Pat Bev, bro. He's a pest and he's a playoff player. He's going to hustle. You need him. You need a guy like that on your team. Now you got Cameron Payne. I don't know, man. Just not a big fan of it.
I get it.
PJ Washington got traded to the Mavs. I don't think that's nothing to really talk about. Suns got Royce O'Neal. Good addition. Good 3 in defense guy. You ain't going to catch me with the pause. I promise you. Knicks. That's what I want to talk about. Knicks got Bogdanovich and Burks back. I like their team a lot with him. I think he's a really underrated player. Knicks, I'm not even going to say they're a sleeper because the Celtics are probably going to run away with the East at this point, assuming Embiid's. I don't know Embiid's health. And the Bucks, Doc Rivers hasn't looked great with the Bucks yet. So, and any other trades? I don't think there was much more.
No, it was a pretty dry trade.
Yeah, it was pretty dry.
Nothing crazy.
My Pacers got a couple players, but it wasn't nothing major.
Yeah, so. And that's all I got. Episode in the books, fellas. Talk
Super Bowl pod?
Say it again.
We're going to do a post Super Bowl pod? Give Chuck a chance to redeem himself and talk about that collapse?
We'll try to get him on the pod. If we can find Chuck, we can get it. We'll get him on the pod.
We might have to fly to Detroit.
Where's Waldo?
Maybe we can do a post Super Bowl too soon prediction type of thing.
Yeah, we're cool with that. We can do something like that.
Too, but we'll talk about it.
And for everybody watching, we'll have guests next season. We're gonna start bringing people on here to get some, talks in. Bring some guests in and everything. Besides, just get some opinions and stuff on football.
Sure.
But until then, y'all know what it is. Episode 14. Talk soon, dog.
Talk soon.